Hello, this is Renee Anthony. I'm going to show you today how to change your shocks and springs on a 2003 Ford Expedition XLT 4.6 liter. There goes the brand new strut, shock, and spring. It comes all in one, it's assembly. And first thing we're going to be doing is we got to take off the rear tire. Again, this is for a 2003 Ford Expedition XLT 4.6 liter. We are changing the rear shocks and spring assembly. Alright, let's go ahead and take this tire off now. Now that we've got the tire off, as you can see, there goes the tire. Make sure you always want to support the vehicle with some type of safety device. We have a little car lift there. And I go ahead and put that underneath, make sure it's on something good. Here goes the assembly right here that we're going to be changing. This is what we're going to be taking out. You're supposed to change them every 50,000 miles. Well, this has about 200,000 miles on it, and I haven't changed them. But I do feel it a little rough as I'm driving. So what I do want to do is I want to go ahead and replace them. You know, I took it to a shop. They wanted about $1,000 to do the job. I purchased the 4 shocks online for $313 for all 4 shocks and springs. It comes with the whole assembly. So basically what it is I purchased this right here, as you can see, brand new. Let me just go ahead and bring it over here so you can see it. Alright. So I purchased this right here, which is this. I purchased 4 of them, 2 rear and 2 front ones for $313 for all 4 of them, which was a really good deal. You can feel free to check out my website, reneeanthony.com, if you want to see where I purchased them at. I'll go ahead and post that on there as well. First thing you do want to do is pretty simple. You see this bar right here, okay? It's a screw right here at the bottom. So you're going to want to go ahead and take that off. The size, let's see, I have the size here, which is this. It is a, as you can see there, let's see if I can zoom in on it. There you go. It's a 3/4. So you're going to need a 3/4, and the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this off. All it does is you loosen it up from the bottom, take the bolt off, the nut off, and then just tap it lightly with a hammer and it'll pop out. I'll go ahead and show you that once we get to that part there. Alright, here we go, we're back. This is the nut right here, actually, as you can see. So you're just going to put your thing on, take it off. I've loosened it up already. I'm going to go ahead and take that off like this. Then here goes the nut. That just comes off. Make sure you put it to the side, don't lose it. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to grab just a regular little hammer and just tap it. It should come right out. Let's see. There it goes. And as you see, there it goes right there. It just came out. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put that to the side. Just put that to the side. I just stick it there for now. And we'll go on to the next stage of this. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be loosening up the strut. This is the bolt right here. You're going to have to loosen up. You're going to go ahead and loosen up. And the way you loosen it up is with a 30 milliliter socket. So you get a 30 millimeter socket and just put it on like that and it'll come loosen up. Just go ahead and loosen it up once. Okay, now that I've loosened it up, as you can see, it's already loosened. You see it out. Now, you see these screws, these nuts up here on top? There's 3 of them. There's 2 right here and there's 1 in the rear. You got to take those off. But you first want to loosen this, because if you don't loosen that first, and those are off, this is just going to fall down. It's going to be real hard to loosen that up because that's really tight. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take these off. And you take those off with a simple, here it goes right here. It is a, as you can see, 15 millimeter wrench. And you just go ahead and just get it in there and loosen them up. Okay, so after we took out those screws, here they go right here. Those 3 nuts that I was talking about. Basically, you take out this one right here, which was the one that was holding the bottom, which we had already loosened up, it just, you pull it out and then the whole unit just falls out like that. Really, really simple. And there you go. It's the old unit and the new unit. How to put the new unit in? Same way you took out the old one. All you're gonna do is pick it up and it just fits right back up in there. Same way. Let me go ahead and fit it up in there. Alright. This is Renee Anthony. Alright. Now, what you're gonna do is put this out the way. I just use a little, pretty simple little bar. Just put that up out the way. Alright. Take off your little stickers. You feel what I'm doing, right? Mm-hmm. Alright, now this is gonna come in here like this. This is just gonna go right there like that. Find the holes. There you go. Alright, here you go. As you can see now, we have it in. This is the new one. First thing you want to do is just put the nuts on top of it just in case it falls on you. Obviously, you don't want it to fall. And just make sure you put the nuts on without stripping them or anything. Obviously, they should just go on. All right, now what you're gonna have to do is this. You're gonna have to put it back into there, and you just hammer that over, and it'll go ahead and it just fit right into there. Just go ahead and get that in. Let's see. Okay, so we're back. I've got it, as you can see. I got it back in. Now what you got to do is you got to get this right here, and this goes on the other side of it, and you just basically screw it in. It's pretty simple. And then after that, you tighten these back up here, all three of those nuts, and tighten this one back up, and put this right here back on, put your tire back on, and you're all set. Okay, right. Now that you tighten all three of them, make sure, remember there's one in the back, you got to make sure it's tight. Make sure you've tightened this nut back, and make sure that you've tightened this back on, and basically put your tire back on. There goes the old one. Remember, just follow these directions. It's really, really simple to do. Both sides. Alright. Thanks a lot for joining us, Renee Anthony. Alright, here goes all the tools we use. You're going to want to use a hammer. You definitely need a hammer. You're going to want to use some type of bar, because you're going to have to pry the actual unit itself. So you're going to need a prying bar. This right here is a 30mm socket, and half-inch socket, over inch. Here you go. This one right here is a 13/16. You need one of those. A flathead. You're gonna need 2 crescent wrenches, a 14mm and a 15mm, and those are all the tools you need. And there you go. We are completed. We have finished it completely. There goes all the old ones. As you can see, the old ones, and the truck is complete.